الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون صدق الله العلي العظيم وقد قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم المؤمن مرآة المؤمن أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. My most respected elders, beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, young friends, worthy visiting members to our Jamaat, may the peace, mercy and blessings of Almighty Allah descend upon us all. In this verse number 10 of Surah Al-Hujurat, Allah has given us a very worthy and touching message of unity, which we can all call a great message. Or we can say that a person without accepting this as a message is not worthy of being a true believer. Look what Allah has said. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. Indeed, it's Allah who is talking, the Lord of the world, who is not compelled to use terms like certainly, surely, undoubtedly. When he talks, there is no doubt. Everything he says is certain. Yet he has used the term innama, surely without doubt, all believers, all those who have Iman, all those who recite La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, they are brothers. What great information. That would have been sufficient to hear and begin to behave like real brothers without anything after. But Allah, He commands after that statement. فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Now comes the order in the imperative mood. فَأَصْلِحُوا, make peace, create harmony among yourselves, in order that you may enjoy Allah's mercy. SubhanAllah, the word فَأَصْلِحُوا, both the Quran and the Ahadith are pregnant with words deriving from this root word. Salaha yaslahu, to be righteous. to be good. Everywhere you read Salihin, Salihat, Salihun, As-Sulh. MashaAllah. Innal ladhina amanu, there are those who believe, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and they perform righteous actions. That word Salihat here means virtuous deeds. Here he mentioned subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَأَصْلِحُوا, create love and peace amongst yourself. That is true righteousness. In order that you will enjoy Allah's mercy, how many of us we beg Allah, Allah, you have mercy upon us. Have mercy upon my family. Allah has given us the true recipe to attract His mercy. Live on earth, especially with your believing brothers and sisters, your Muslim brothers and sisters, with love and unity. Learning to forgive, to pardon. Always, wherever you go, created the environment for harmony. That is real righteousness. And the hadith of the Prophet upon the peace, Al-Mu'minu mir'atul mu'min. A believer is a mirror for a non-believer. How many of us took the time off to realize, had it not been for a mirror, not one of us would have had an idea of what he or she looks like. And how sad that would have been, such very handsome and beautiful people on earth. We would have seen our hands, our feet, but we would not ever have been able to imagine our figure, what we look like. And the word mir'at, from ra'ah, yara, to see. Anything that can make you see or create a reflection, be it the normal glass we are accustomed to, be it looking at a barrel of water, be it that in this age of modern technology, a camera is focused towards you, whereby you can see yourself on a screen. All that is referred to as mirror. Without the mirror, no one would have known what he or she looks like. SubhanAllah, it's a bounty. When we look at the mirror, Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has taught us to say, Allahumma, O Allah, ahsanta khalqi. You have made me so perfect. Fa'ahsin khuluqi. Now you made my conduct, my habits beautiful. When you look at yourself in a mirror, brothers and sisters, you will look at the mirror to see how nice you look. You look to see how good you look. And you do not leave from there until you are convinced that you are looking good. You look at the mirror, you wear a smile. You shall see a speck of dust on your face, you remove it quietly. That's when you look in the mirror. A believer is like a mirror. He is your mirror. He looks at you and he sees in you what you do not know about you. He talks to you. Accept constructive criticism. Whatever may be that person's intention, Just remember, what he does, he gets. What you do, that's what you get. But accept criticism. Well, it helps. A Muslim must be a mirror for his brother. Just as when you see something awkward in yourself, when you look in the mirror, you remove it without announcing, so too, if you should happen to see something awkward in your brother, quietly, without announcing, you can do the same thing. Al-mu'minu mir'atul mu'min. But remember, if you have to stand in front of a mirror to see yourself, you must stand at a moderate distance. When you stand so close to a mirror where your nose is actually touching the glass to see yourself, you will not be able to see anything. Take a few steps back. Moderate distance. Be careful. When you are too close to your brother, you cannot see faults. You cannot see whatever he does. Khutba, that's right. It's always right. Because of the close relationship, that's a dangerous relationship. Be careful. Allah enjoys the justice. Help your brother, whether he is doing injustice or injustice is being done to him. The companions asked, if my brother is being treated with injustice, I understand. We can help him. If someone has taken advantage of him, we can help him. But how could we help him if he is doing injustice? Help him by preventing him from doing injustice. Tell him, hey, my brother, that what you're doing is wrong. That's the way you can help him. But then you must have your distance. It has to be a mirror. That's important for us to understand. That's why Allah Ta'ala has mentioned, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. Again, command to all those who have iman. Hold firmly to the habl, the cable, the rope of Allah all together. And do not be divided. It does not matter. Differences of madhahib, differences of opinion, difference in schools of thought. We are all believers in Allah. Now more than ever, we have to learn to appreciate one another. We have to learn to respect one another. As we all worship the one being, the one and only who is worthy of worship. Hold firmly together to the rope, the cable of Allah, all together. What is the habl of Allah? Does it look like a cable that we see running on the streets? Hazrat Abdullah, radiallahu anhu, he explained, Hablullah, the rope of Allah, wal Quranul Mamdood. It is the Quran hanging like a rope from the sky to the earth. Picture that in your mind. We have good imaginations. Imagine that strong cable from the peak hanging onto earth. And the one who lived on earth with love, unity, togetherness, given up trivialities and frivolous things for the sake of Allah, and would have held on firmly to that rope. The commentator explains, a day will come when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pull up that rope onto himself. He will pull it up. And those who held on firmly to the rope, I don't mean those who touch the rope. If you touch the rope goes up and you are left behind. You hold on very tightly to that cable. Wa'tasimu, that's the word. hold on, grab on very fiercely. The one who would have held on to that rope with love and unity tightly. When Allah pulls up that rope onto himself, he would go up and reach his destination. But the one who lived here with enmity, grudge, jealousy, always having problems, never learned to forgive and forget, then he remains right where he is. He never gets better, he never goes up, never gets nearer to Allah. That's what the Al-Qaeda explained. What Quran will, my brothers and sisters. It's time to wake up. Wake up. That's what Allah wants from us. That we live together with love and unity. That is what makes the prayer. We are being told that the prayer which is performed in Jamaat, in congregation, will exceed the prayer individually by 27 times. But what is the blessed? Not mentioned. Lam yudkar. What it is, no figure will ever be given. And when we stand up in lines, shoulder to shoulder, Allah gives the blessings based on the love, the current that flows from one end to the other without broken circuits. There must be no broken circuits. You have an extension, you have a cord, it's plugged on onto the outlet, you have the bulb or whatever you operate on the other end. No light, no current. Why? There is a broken connection. Somewhere it is broken. You can find it, you get no response, no current. If there is a broken tie, broken circuit in between, it doesn't have the effect. The rewards are given based on that love that flows from end to end. It must not just be like soldiers lined up. Lined up and it's real love, genuine love. And you stand up and you say what you normally are supposed to say when you leave home, no matter how you dress. Allahumma inni kharajtu makhraj al-abdil dhalil. And that makes a great difference. Oh Allah, I have come out to you as a slave. A slave, humble servant. You come out. No matter what you do, whatever, how much Quran you have read, how much Salah you have read, how much Salah and how much fast you have done, Farad, Sunnah, Nafil. Just remember one thing. Each time you perform any form of ibadah, be it Hajj, my friends, have we thought about it? We have only sent it a request. We have only sent it. Is there anybody here and anywhere in the world, after having fasted for 29 days and sometimes 30, did you ever get a receipt of acceptance? After sitting for i'tikaf 10 days, do you have a receipt that it is accepted? After having done Qurbani, where is the receipt? You have a receipt maybe where you have paid off your money. But I'm talking about the receipt of Qabuliyat. Nobody ever gets a receipt. Nobody gets a receipt. Allah does not have, He does not have to accept what we do. But through His mercy, He looks at our humility and He accepts. When we have the fear and the worry, the fear in our heart as to whether or not the Creator will accept, it's because of that piety and fear He accepts. Don't do and think that He has to accept. Therefore, bow in submission, in humility. Never think. The thought must not even come to your mind, Ana khayru minhu, I am better than he, I am better than she. We are better than they. That is wrong. Cross it off. It's about love and humility. Open your hearts to all. Shake the hands of everyone who will offer you a handshake. Embrace everyone who is desirous of a hug from you. Without thinking that brother and sister doesn't deserve it. That I embrace him or I embrace her. MashaAllah. When the Imam is right, the word halal, haram, it creates an impact as you hear these two words. They are not ordinary words. That's haram. based on the level of iman. Haram. That's halal. La yahillu li muslimin. It is not halal for a Muslim ayyahjura akhahu, to abandon his brother for more than 3 days and 3 nights, meaning there is a little bit of dispute, as a result of which they are not on speaking terms. It is not halal to abandon your brother for more than 3 days and 3 nights. And when that time expires, they meet, they pass it, sometimes even near the house of Allah, in the yard, the courtyard, on the streets. One turns one way, and the other one turns the other way. They are looking on opposite sides, because there is a broken relationship. What the Rasul, the part in the piece said, La yahillu, it is not halal, and there is one word to mean it is not halal, it is haram. It is not acceptable in Islam, and which other religion ever accepts that? It is not recommended at all, my brothers and sisters. Allah looks at that. When two people have broken ties, their sins are not forgiven. They are very far away from Allah's mercy and forgiveness. Allah commands His angels, Unduru ila hadain, look at these two, hatta yastaliha, until they make peace and create love and unity between themselves. And when they do that, alright, you forgive them for their sins. What does that mean? We have broken relations and innocent warriors. Allahumma ya Rabbana. What sense does it make? I am telling you from the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You make the effort. You give your hand as a slave. Let a brother turn away. You have something to give. You do your part. Whenever there is a broken relationship, each one thinks, why should I go to him? The other one thinks the same way. Really and truly, who is the better of the two? Nabi Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam has declared, whenever this happens, we are human beings. خَيْرُهُمَا الَّذِي يَبْدَأُ بِالسَّلَامِ. The better of the two is the one who says, Assalamu alaikum, my brother, my sister. Come on, let's forget. Yes. Let's forget the past. Assalamu alaikum. That is the better of the two. That's the better of the two. If you really want to know who is the better one, the Prophet departed peace has announced. The better of the two is the one who is willing to make the first move, the love and the unity. My brothers and sisters, when we make every effort to make up and to actually live with love and unity, to narrow the gaps, Allah looks at us through the lens of mercy. He makes life easy for us. He forgives us of our errors. In one verse, forgive and pardon, he says. Don't you like that Allah should forgive you for your sin? If you like Allah to forgive you for your sin, then you learn to forgive and to forget, pardon one another. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appreciates that very much. Be careful about the way we think of one another. Beware of suspicion. We only see something and we jump to conclusion. The most unfortunate person on the day of judgment is one who forces the eyes to see what the eyes really didn't see. You thought you see, dismiss that for the sake of Allah. Suspicion, thoughts can be the most mendacious of yet. It can be so lying, it can be so untrue. And speaking about thoughts, really, a man is a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, that is what he becomes. And also we can have it the reverse. What he is, that is what he thinks about others. Be careful. One who is pure in mind and heart, he always looks for the good things in a person. And when he finds it, he embraces that. If you're otherwise, you would look to find in people what you have in you. Let's be careful. These are teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Be careful about suspicion. I must say, mashallah, we have just completed a very blessed month of Ramadan. And this is what you will get. Let it be, mashallah, from the young, the old. This has been a very special month of Ramadan. It has been really special here at Princeton High Street. Really special. We felt the love amongst all. It was really something that will always be remembered, and maybe even better for those whom Allah will spare for the coming years. Maybe even better. When the Prophet upon him be peace, after explaining all forms of ibadah, he said, "Ala ukhbirukum bi afdali daraja." Should I not tell you, my friends, of something which is higher in grade, min as-siyam, than fasting? Fasting, to give up your food, drink, marital relation from dawn to sunset, hot days. Wherever you are in work, you give up that. وَمِنَ الصَّدَقَةِ, and from your sadaqah, and also zakat is included. Your fidya, all forms of giving. Was salah, and even better than salah, you name it, Jummah, Salatul Eid, Salatul Tarawih. Could I tell you of something which is far better than all this in status? The Sahabas with their eyebrows raised, Bala, Ya Rasulullah. Of course, O Messenger of Allah, tell us what is that? He said, Islahu dhatil bayn. That same word Islam comes from the word Fa'aslihu. Islahu dhatil bayn. Making love and creating unity between two people, between two parties. That is even more virtuous in the sight of Allah than all other forms of ibadah. Subhanallah. And he went on to say, وَفَسَادُ ذَاتِ الْبَيْنِ, and making confusion and problem between two people, two families, two brothers, two neighbors. Making fasad, confusion. Here, Halika, that's a destroyer. He said that is a destroyer. And the Messenger of Allah, upon him peace, explained, he said, when I say it destroys, he said, I don't say it destroys the hair from the head. That is not what it destroys. Ta'luquddin, making confusion between two people, it destroys the religion of Islam. Ta'luquddin, my respected brothers and sisters, knowing as we grow older, day by day, let us recognize what Allah wants from us. It is not just the actions that we are accustomed with. It's not that when the time comes for prayer, abandon what you do it before wudu, bow, get up, bow, salam, dua, go. That's not what Allah wants. He wants more than that. Love, togetherness, unity, feeling for one another. And you need my humble advice. We need more carpenters. We need to have more carpenters. Join us. Or we take the chance. Or be the peace. Be the promise. Wherever and whenever you see broken relationship, see it your duty. It's Allah who said, فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. You create peace when two people have problems. Do you expect any one of them to become a peacemaker? Do you expect any one of them to start making peace? Who does it? You need a third brother. You need a third sister. Grasp the blessing. Run away with it. That's a sideline for you. Find ways. Find ways. But aslihu baina khawaykum. Make peace and create love. May Allah bless us all. May He help us that we can show more love and really love one another genuinely. That we can be most deserving of this paradise. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات وذكر